The following program comes to you from the Mustang Media Studios.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Junior Lounge podcast. I'm with my co-host Owen today, and we're going to be talking about a reflection of our junior year, including the best moments, the worst moments, and things that we're proud of. Right after the short break.
At John Muir Mustang Media, students are trained in film, like studio, TV, video, and sports media. Students fine-tune their creative energy and hone in on their critical thinking and problem-solving skills. At Mustang Media, our students are encouraged to explore their natural talents and artistic passions, turning them into real-world skills through hands-on training.
All right, welcome back, everybody. So, with the school year coming to a close, a lot of people are reminiscing on everything from their junior year. So, with that in mind, today we'll start by talking about the best moments of our junior year. Owen, would you like to start?
Yeah, hi guys. Happy to be here. I think in terms of the best of junior year, I don't know, it's been nice having a good final year with all my senior friends. I mean, a lot of my friend group is seniors, so it's been good to be able to send them off, spending quality time with them. What about you?
Well, as a freshman, I was pretty reserved, pretty closed off. And in my sophomore year, I started branching out. And this year, I'm glad that I decided to branch out more, make more friends, just become a little bit more sociable.
Definitely.
So, yeah. Um, let's get into our worst moments of junior year. Would you like to start us off?
Sure. I mean, like people say, junior year is a tough year in terms of workload. I know what you're gonna talk about, so I'll let you take that. But in terms of yeah, just classes, I don't know. There's a lot of APs this year, maybe maybe more than I could handle, but we're almost done. Definitely calculus. It's a big one. I think you and me both struggled with that class. But I mean, altogether, we got it done. We're here, so that's good.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah. Well, in January 7th to be exact, the Eaton fire started up on Eaton Canyon. And that definitely was my worst moment of this year, and I believe of many students here of their years as well. My house burned down in the fire as well as Owen's.
Yes.
My grandparents' house and the school where I used to go and where my mom works.
Though her room did survive.
Her room was the only one that survived, which is pretty remarkable. She was able to go in there and get some stuff.
Says something about her, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. But it's definitely been a challenge to figure out what we're gonna do now. I mean, it's been what,
Four,
5
four and a
months?
half months.
Yeah.
Which seems like it can't be possible.
It feels like it's been literal days
Yeah.
since it happened.
Yeah, on some days, like at most, it feels like 2 months, but there are other days where it feels like 3 weeks.
Yeah, definitely. I remember thinking about it and how it was only like, what, a week and 5 days after Christmas that it happened, which is insane to me because I feel like it was like months after Christmas. Like, I feel like it just happened in April or something like that, which definitely throws me off every time I realize that that's not the case.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a struggle to figure out where we're gonna live, what we're gonna do in terms of rebuilding. I am definitely pro rebuilding, and I believe that
Me
that
too.
is our plan. the only fear that we have is that those rebuilding around us are going to be like building like cookie cutter houses or like apartment complexes. Because part of the reason that we loved Altadena so much was because it was so unique. Each house was unique. Each house was so old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm lucky enough to know a lot of my neighbors and know that a lot of them are planning to rebuild. I mean, not exactly their old house, but still like, family homes that make it feel like a community instead of, like some super modern rigid architecture, which is good, I think.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, after we've talked about that, let's go into our senior capstone topic, which we've picked out a few weeks ago. Would you like to start off by saying what yours is?
Yeah, I kind of went back and forth on mine. I knew I wanted to talk about something that, is personal to me, that I have a connection to. I eventually chose I right now, we'll see if this changes next year, but for right now, I think my topic is going to be transitioning, and like talking about the trans community, because even though I'm not personally trans, I mean, I have a lot of close friends or relatives who are part of that community and have gone through a lot already dealing with that, and now with the current administration are going through even more, trying to figure out, if what they're going to have to do, because essentially they're being told that they can't be who they are, which really sucks. And I think it's important. I mean, I think people are mostly aware, but just to keep talking about it, and not letting it go unspoken that those people are struggling. So yeah. What about you?
Yes, definitely. To talk about your topic really fast, I
Oh,
do
yeah.
know somebody that is planning on moving to France.
Nice. Well, not
Not
not nice,
not
but
nice
France is cool at least,
circumstances,
yeah.
but France is nice.
Yeah.
But because he cannot access the healthcare that he needs here as a trans man. So it definitely is a topic that needs to be always brought to attention, always talked about, so that it's not just pushed into the dark.
Yeah. My cousin is a streamer, and she's trans, and it's funny because I think she was worried about coming out, but all of her all of her followers and subscribers were like, "Oh, we knew." They're
Oh wait, she came out?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, I did not know that. That's
Yeah,
great.
she was she plays Minecraft on stream mostly, and she was putting a face, and the whole floor is just a huge trans flag. Like,
Oh,
that's-
yeah.
I wasn't watching her stream when she like officially came out, but people definitely know at this point.
Yes, yes. All right. Well, we can move into my senior capstone topic. In terms of things that need to keep being brought to light and not pushed in the dark, especially with this current administration of our government. I'm talking about abortion rights, reproductive rights, and a woman's choice to have an abortion, because I believe it's a constitutional right for a woman to have the choice of terminating a pregnancy or following through with it. There's so many different factors that can go into a woman becoming pregnant. Sometimes they're not able to care for that baby. Sometimes that baby was conceived in a way that they do not want to be reminded of. And sometimes that baby does not do well in the womb, and it would be a better idea to not follow through with that pregnancy. And I think that last one is really hard, because a lot of pregnancies, like finding out that something's wrong with the fetus, that happens in the third trimester, which is especially hard to find a clinic that offers an abortion. in that time. Not to mention it is so expensive, like $25,000 or so. So it's definitely a tough topic to talk about, but if it's not talked about, the government will just swoop in and make all the decisions, which I don't feel is the best option. I believe that there should be a national law that protects a woman's constitutional right to abortion. So that's what I would talk about in like a PSA.
Oh yeah, I meant to say for mine also I'm planning to do a short.
Nice.
But yeah, PSA. I think that's it's great that you're bringing attention to all of that stuff.
Sorry about my text, by the way.
No worries, no worries.
All right, I'll get into the last question. With a year away from graduation, what are your plans after high school?
After high school, I mean, I want to do screenwriting. I don't know if you knew that. Little known fact about me, I really like movies. So I really just want to at least, start making things, even if it's just small projects with friends, people who also want to work in film and start making projects. I definitely want to try and do that as soon as I can, and just getting better at film in general, and engaging more with it. Also, just trying to find a further education where I'm happy, and where I feel like I'm going towards something that I care about.
Branching off of that, what are you going to focus on for your senior year in terms of getting there?
Oh yeah, right. I mean, still kind of same thing. Working on projects. A lot of the places I want to apply, it's like you have to submit a short with your application and stuff like that. I mean, working on my portfolio in this class next year, hopefully, and my capstone will also be another way of working on all of those skills. And just overall, like, making sure my senior year goes as well as it can. Yeah, what about you?
Well, my career that I would like is to be an OBGYN. My ultimate dream is working at Huntington Hospital, just because it's close to family and I volunteered there already, so I kind of know what it's like and I like that place. That I know is going to require a lot of schooling because you need your doctorates. So I'm prepared to follow through with all of that schooling, but I am definitely aware that it's going to be really hard,
Yeah.
really long. But I'm still excited about that career choice.
Yeah.
And then in terms of what I'm going to be doing for this next year, I'm going to still be focusing on my classes, but college essays all the time.
Yeah.
PIQs, that is going to be my main focus, focusing on making my college apps as good as I can so I can get into the good college that I want. Yeah,
in our class yesterday, I don't know if you were paying attention during the presentation, but the presenter was talking about how there's this guy with like a 4.7 GPA, ton of extracurriculars, who sued a bunch of colleges because he didn't get into them, but it's because like his essays weren't there, his PIQs weren't there. So I mean, it definitely is a big contributing factor along with everything else. So yeah, that's good, definitely.
Yeah. Well, with that,
we have some rapid fire questions, I think.
Oh, all right. Let's check those out. So just some silly questions to talk about now. What shows have you constantly been binge watching or just love to watch over and over?
Oh, I mean, recently I've been rewatching Better Call Saul. I started rewatching it with my friend Cloud before the fires, and then we were separated, so it's difficult to do anything. So I just started watching random episodes, and then new season of The Rehearsal is coming out right now, the Nathan Fielder show. So I've been watching those. Those are a lot of fun. What about you?
Well, if anybody who knows me knows that I love Gilmore Girls. Really? I have probably watched that through about, I always say 7 times, but I've said that for like years now. I feel like it's probably at about like 12 now.
Yeah, that's how I was with Parks and Rec.
Yeah, it's probably about like 12 times through now. It's 7 seasons and like 20 episodes in each season, and each episode is like 45 minutes. So it's a very long show, and I just can't stop watching it. But yeah, I'm trying to branch out on shows. Watched a few new ones like Good Girls, and it was just Good Girls. I was lying. I keep watching Gilmore Girls. Anyways.
Both got girl in the name.
It's true. Maybe I should watch Golden Girls next.
Yeah, Dairy Girls.
Yes.
A lot of
anything
good options.
With girls in, I love.
Yeah.
Let's talk about celebrity crushes. I don't know why that's on there.
It was one of the prompts. I don't know. I didn't have a lot of ideas.
Do you have a celebrity crush?
I do.
Who is it?
I got too close to the mic there. I don't know if you all know Steven Yeun. He is in Nope. He's in a movie called Burning that I really like. He is in The Walking Dead. I met him summer after freshman year and found out he's a very nice guy. Talked to him for like 10 minutes about like future plans and stuff like that. And just ever since then, I mean, I already thought he was a good-looking fella, but now that I know he's like really, really nice too, I just haven't been able to let that one go. Definitely.
Got it. Well, I feel like you can probably guess who mine is, but it is Billie Eilish.
Could've been Shohei.
Love Shohei, but it's gotta be Billie, 'cause I've been a fan of hers since I don't even know at this point. Like,
So we were in like 3rd grade or something.
yeah,
I remember talking
sometime
about
around there. I've been to one of her concerts and American Music Awards that she was at, and a Fire Aid benefit concert that she was at. My auntie is good friends with her mom, so there's always been like that connection, not like a literal personal connection between me and her, but like I feel like there's a connection.
Yeah. She went to my dance studio. So
Yes.
I also have the not real but almost real connection.
Exactly.
I had the same teacher as her, so I'm like, we're basically best friends.
Yes. One of my favorite moments was definitely after the fire. I had just bought like a zip up jacket from her tour, because I went to one of the shows, and it had burned in the fire. And my auntie reached out to Maggie, Billie Eilish's mom, and
First name drop.
and was kind of like, hey, this is what's going on. This is what happened. Without hesitation, she sent me another one.
Then that one burned too.
That is not true. It did not. But, wow, Belle. We're almost done. But that was a great moment. I got to talk to her at a concert, just be like, hey, thank you so much for the jacket. It means a lot. So that was a nice moment.
All right. You want to just skip on to the outro?
Yeah.
Running out of time here, folks.
We are running out of time. Okay, that's it for today's episode. Thank you, everybody, for listening. We hope that you enjoyed this episode of the Junior Lounge podcast, and we'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.